Okay, the factorizations are becoming more difficult. However, if I were looking at anything, I'd be looking at this one over here. And the reason for that, it really does look recognizable. And I'll tell you what I'm recognizing over here. I think I'm recognizing A. You know what? I shouldn't use lowercase a. So let me go back to my convention of using uppercase letters for patterns. A plus B plus C squared is A squared plus B squared plus C squared plus 2 AB AC plus BC. Right, that's a pattern that we've come across quite often. So I want to look at that, last guy and make a stab at it. And I realize, I do have minus signs over here, and I have to be careful about that. So I'm just going to give it a try. And I'm going to say it looks like A minus 2B plus 3C. And I want to see if it works. All right, now suppose, squared. I want to see if I get this. Let's put this down. But what I mean by this, what's in the problem? So that will be A squared plus 4B squared plus 9C squared. I'm definitely seeing that. Now let me write the next thing down, 2. It's going to be A times the B, which is going to be minus 2AB. And then it's going to be what? It's going to be plus 3AC. And let's see what I get next. Well, I'm not getting what I want. So I got to revise it, all right? I'm not getting what I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to update it, and I'm going to put this over here. Get my eraser out, erase this. I'm going to put a minus sign down. And I want to see if this works out. By the way, I'm still getting the A squared, 4B squared, and 9C squared. I still get the minus 2AB, all right? But now what I get over here, I'm going to erase this over here. And what do you get over there? You would get minus 3AC. Last term, what do you get? You're going to get plus 6BC. Now, the question is, do you get what you want? Well, certainly 2 times minus 2AB is minus 4AB. And 2 times minus 3AC is minus 6AC. And 2 times 6BC is 12BC. So I'm pretty comfortable about that, all right? So I'm going to say I am very comfortable that last guy factors as advertised quite simply. All right, let's go back. I want to make sure you see this in the key, by the way. I write that down right over here. I write down A minus 2B minus 3C. Now, certainly, the hope is this, that the other guys also factor nicely, but I know it's difficult, all right? Someone says, why are these things so difficult? Well, for one thing, a lot of students see this as being a memorization skill. What I want to do is I'm hoping I'm going to see this, right? I'm hoping going to see this factorization. Let me look at the first guy. And what I noticed about the first guy, just kind of looking at it, let's take a look at it. I'm going to associate certain things. So I'm going to say A squared minus 4AB plus 4B squared minus 9C squared. So someone says, what did you do with that? I moved things around because I think I recognize something here. I recognize a perfect square. And what's that going to be? A minus 2B squared minus 9C squared. Well, the difference of perfect squares is factorable. And what do you get? A minus 2B plus 3C. And you would get A minus 2B minus 3C. So I'm going to say the first guy factored pretty nicely. So what I'm going to do over there, I see this, and I see it right over here. I'm just checking my work matches the key. Right? If it doesn't match the key, there's probably something wrong. I'm going to move on to the next guy. So I'm kind of, working my way through the problem. And this is how I like to study. If I were studying for this class, this is what I would be doing. Can I match the teacher's answer key? So put this over here. I'm looking at this, and I'm going to do the same thing. It worked so well before. I'm going to try again. And what would I get there? I'll write this down. Looks like A squared minus, well, I'm going to rearrange this, guys, 4B squared plus 12bc minus 9c squared. I'm going to rearrange it again by grouping them. And this would be 4b squared minus 12bc plus 9c squared. I notice that these are perfect squares. What do you get? Well, it's going to be 2b, right? I'm doing a perfect square now. And it's going to be minus 3c quantity squared. That would give me the 4b squared. I'd get minus 12bc, and I would get 9c squared. What am I noticing now? I got the difference of perfect squares. It's going to factor to be a plus 2b minus 3z. Now I got to be careful. It's a minus those two terms. So minus 2b minus a minus 3c is plus 3c. Well, let's go to our key and see if that's what they got. All right, I'm looking for this. I see it, and I'm looking for this, and I see it. All right, so I'm pretty comfortable that I got the first step done, and that is the factorizations of all three of those polynomials. Yeah, it's a lot of work. We got there. Now, what do I do for the LCM? The LCM must contain those factors, the maximum number of times they occur in any one of those factorizations. But let's look at this one. I definitely see it. Do I see it somewhere else? A minus 2b plus 3c. I see it over there. I don't see it anywhere else in the factorization. I'm done with that. What's the maximum number of times it occurs? Just once. Let's do the next one, which is a minus 2b minus 3c. I see it here, and I see it here. What's the maximum number of times it occurs in any one factorization? Twice. Is there anybody else not accounted for? Yes, this guy, which is a plus 2b minus 3z. I'm claiming that's my answer. Let's look at the k. A plus 2b minus 3c. I'm seeing that right here. A minus 2b plus 3c. I'm seeing that there. Do I see this? A minus 2b minus 3c squared right there. We're done. We got it. All right, let me remind you, my name, Ron Bannon. I know I do it maybe not often enough or too often, depending who you are or how many videos you're watching. But my name is Ron Bannon. And if you have any questions or concerns about the document, what you do is email me. My email address is Bannon. That's B as in boy, the @ symbol, NNON.US. And again, if you email me with questions or concerns related to improving the document, I'll take it into consideration. And again, if I use your suggestions and concerns, I'll give you credit for it. Thank you.